An interstellar visitor is headed toward Jupiter, and one prominent Harvard scientist believes it might not be what NASA says it is. Today, we're looking at 3I Atlas, a Manhattan-sized mysterious object that sparked a major debate in the scientific community. NASA's HiRISE camera aboard the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter captured images of the comet on October 2nd, when it was 190 million miles away. The images revealed something unusual, a glowing area at the front of the object rather than the typical trailing tail we expect from comets. Amateur astronomers, including Michael Yeager, observed even stranger features. They recorded X-shaped jets, opposing vertical streams that form patterns with the tail, spanning roughly 1 million kilometers. These jets have been visible since August 2024. But here's where things get really interesting. The object passed within 29 million kilometers of Mars in early October 2025. It will come within 270 million kilometers of Earth on December 19, 2025, and it's heading toward Jupiter. Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, the scientist who previously stirred global debate with his book Extraterrestrial about Oumuamua, has put forward a controversial hypothesis. He suggests that 3I Atlas could be what he calls a mothership, a technological vessel designed to deploy surveillance probes across our planetary system. Loeb points to what he calls a dozen extraordinary anomalies. The object's mass exceeds previous interstellar visitors by roughly 1,000 times. The jets appear tightly collimated, meaning they're focused like beams, not the chaotic outgassing typical of comets. One of the most striking features is a plume structure pointing ahead of the object and perpendicular to the sun's direction. Loeb suggests this could be a technological signature, possibly a beam used to illuminate or clear the path of hazardous micrometeorites, much like a spacecraft's forward shield. Adding to the mystery, spectral analysis detected nickel emissions, but without the corresponding iron expected in a natural icy body. This unusual composition has no easy explanation. Most significantly, Loeb notes the trajectory. On March 16, 2026, 3I Atlas will pass within Jupiter's Hill radius at a distance of 53.445 million kilometers. The Hill radius, located at 53.502 million kilometers, is the gravitational boundary where Jupiter's gravity dominates over the Sun's. Loeb calls this an extraordinary coincidence. This region contains what are called Lagrange points, stable spots where objects can hold position with very little fuel. They're prime real estate for advanced satellites. Loeb has calculated that 3I Atlas may have executed an in-flight maneuver during its month-long passage near perihelion to ensure it was within proper range. He suggests the alignment could indicate intentional navigation aided by artificial thrusters, possibly explaining the comet's jet structure. Unfortunately, Atlas arrived at perihelion behind the Sun, making it invisible to Earth observatories. This prevented scientists from directly observing whether the object executed such a maneuver or released probes at that time. Why would an alien civilization target Jupiter instead of Earth? Loeb offers a fascinating explanation. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. Earth's human species, on the contrary, arrived only a few million years ago, relatively late to the cosmic party. If this mission was launched from another star system billions of years ago, Earth might not have been particularly interesting. Loeb writes that not finding similar devices near Earth could deliver a blow to our ego, indicating we're not the center of our solar system or even our cosmic neighborhood. He hopes that objects orbiting Jupiter after Atlas passes could be identified by NASA's Juno spacecraft or other orbiters. Professor Loeb has raised another troubling point: the statistical probability of this trajectory. He calculates that the alignment of Atlas's path with the plane of the planets is so rare that the chance of it being a random natural interstellar object is approximately 1 in 100 million. This fine-tuning, he argues, cannot be easily dismissed. NASA maintains that 3I Atlas is a natural comet. During an anticipated photo release in Maryland last week, the agency presented images from November 20, 2025, showing what they describe as a fuzzy white ball. Ultraviolet data from the MAVEN spacecraft confirmed the presence of water vapor and ice, consistent with cometary composition. NASA and other planetary scientists point to the object's coma, tail, and outgassing as clear signs of a comet. Loeb has criticized NASA's presentation, calling it deceptive. He argues the agency should focus on what remains unexplained about the object, rather than reinforcing conventional explanations. But Loeb acknowledges an alternative explanation. An artificial craft traveling through cold interstellar space could have easily gathered an icy, dusty layer. This frost would sublimate near the Sun, mimicking a comet's behavior and disguising the vessel beneath. Other scientists strongly disagree with Loeb's assessment. Penn State astronomer Jason Wright states the anomalies are consistent with natural outgassing processes, not spacecraft technology. He views the mothership theory as highly speculative. The scientific community remains polarized. Most astronomers side with NASA's natural comet interpretation. Loeb counters that the question should be settled by data, not consensus. Quote, "The verdict should not be decided by administrators at NASA. It should be decided by data." He warns that dismissing such anomalies without thorough investigation could cause humanity to miss the most significant scientific discovery in history. Interestingly, Loeb himself ranks the Jupiter probe theory as the least likely in a list of 6 major Atlas anomalies with no explanation that he posted on his blog. More probable anomalies, according to his analysis, include the antitail that points toward the Sun rather than away, which he suggests could be a beam of light sweeping tiny meteors out of the spacecraft's path. Most concerning in his view is Atlas's orientation toward the planets in our solar system, which could have been by design. This isn't the first time an interstellar object has sparked debate. Oumuamwa's unusual elongated shape and acceleration led to similar speculation in 2017, much of it driven by Loeb himself. Most scientists concluded it was a natural object, though questions remain. The controversy highlights a fundamental challenge in astronomy, distinguishing between unusual natural phenomena and potential signs of technology. With only 3 interstellar objects detected, scientists have extremely limited data for comparison. 3I Atlas's closest approach to Earth will occur on December 19, 2025. The Jupiter encounter follows on March 16, 2026. These windows provide opportunities for additional observations, spectral analysis, and potentially breakthrough discoveries. Whether 3I Atlas is a comet, a mothership, or something in between remains an open question. For now, scientists continue to gather data, hoping to resolve the mystery of this interstellar visitor. As the object approaches Jupiter in the coming months, telescopes and spacecraft will be watching. And if Avi Loeb is right, we might not be the only ones.